peeps, it's Julia Jordan, your favorite real estate agent, coming to you with the topic of being an accidental landlord. How can you be an accidental landlord? Right now we have a lot of sellers having homes with very, very low interest rates. If you have a 2.8% interest rate and for your job or due to a divorce or you have quadruplets coming and you need a larger house, a lot of people think to maybe if the home selling market is a little bit slow right now, they consider, why would I not maybe keep it and put a tenant in it and maybe sell it in a year or two, or keep it for forever and just have basically the tenant pay off the mortgage. That overall is a great thought. The problem is when we have a property that is in a very, very nice condition, it is basically sale ready, or we have expensive things that can be expensive in the repair. Let's say a very fancy pool, backyard, kitchen counters, primary bathroom. When we get a little bit fancier and the tenant is also a little bit fancier and the tenant messes up the property, they will not usually treat it like the owner treats it, especially when the owner is very particular about their property. What can happen is that the buyer has, or the tenant has the tenant has an attorney and then the owner has an attorney, and everything gets very expensive very quickly in case they move out or rent is not paid or the property is not up to speed, and maybe the tenant finds something to complain for good reason or for no good reason. Sometimes they just make that up to get a good deal or get out and not pay rent or terminate the lease or things like that. So when you have a nicer property and you have beautiful landscaping and such, do you think your tenant will water the yard just as you do and spend a lot of money every month on just watering the yard to keep your bushes alive or the trees in the front yard? Do you think they will have the most expensive pool cleaning company like you hired just to keep your pumps and your pipes and everything clean and maintained and really top notch because you built that pool? You know that was 140K in a pool, so definitely you will take care that the pool cleaner keeps that pool up to speed. And I don't know, debris from the roof, like tenants are notorious for not cleaning the leaves of the roof, and usually homeowners, they have their gutters cleaned, they have their roof cleaned off. Do you think your tenant will do that? That is one part of the potential nightmare that you're facing. The other part is the moment you make your primary residence an income producing property, guess what the IRS says? The IRS says, oh, let me have a look on your appreciation. Now 3-4 years later you want to sell your property, you had it rented out. Well, now it is an income producing asset and not your primary residence anymore. So that is the other major reason why when you have an owner occupied property, highly consider, run your numbers, run it through a calculator, how long it takes. We recently had several sellers that just for a second thought about renting out and becoming an accidental landlord, how we call it. And just a quick 5-minute conversation with the topics I'm sharing with you right now convince them, let's not do it. I recently had a friend and they were going out of the country, actually far, far away, other side of the globe, for maybe a year or 2 or 3. And they had very, very good best friends. They know these people. These people are super clean. They are friends, so they know their behaviors. They know they keep their car tidy and they keep their house tidy, and they are tidy, and they keep the dog tidy and the kids tidy. So, and they pay all their bills. They're just very detailed people. And she asked me, what do we do? Do we sell the property? Do we keep the property? Do we just leave it maybe empty and just pay the mortgage? There is the risk of squatters, so don't keep your property empty for 2-3 years, okay? But they literally found friends that were renting their house. That is the ideal scenario, not for the real estate agent. There goes my commission, but definitely the best solution for the friends and also for the tenants of the friends, because now they get to live in a very nice house and they're almost like house sitters for 2-3 years, and whenever that family comes back, they will most likely be buyers at one point. So that is the very rare occasion where I'm like, you know what, that's the perfect situation of a tenant. But usually tenants, they are harder on your property than you are. They do not maintain, they do not spend money on it like you would to keep it in a top condition. So there comes a lot of risk. Yeah. What there is a burst strategy. You buy a little house, you put your owner occupied mortgage on it, or you buy it with the owner occupying mortgage. What is the lowest interest rate that you can have? And then you move on. And if it is a 3 or 4 bedroom house and like a beginner entrance level budget, that can be a strategy to build up a real estate portfolio. If that is your goal, if you want to be a landlord and people pay you for being a landlord. But let's assume you have a good day job and in 99% of your time you have other things to do than worrying about rentals, and it is just a side thing for you. It was never meant to be your livelihood or where your money multiplies. You do not want to focus strongly on it. I would highly discourage you from being an accidental landlord. I hope this helped you. It's getting dark on me here. It looks as if we're getting a thunderstorm and rain, what would be amazing because I feel like we haven't had rain in years. That's not true. Probably we had rain some months ago or some weeks ago, but we haven't had rain in a long time here in Glenlock Farm, so I'm excited. It's getting dark and it looks like we will be rained on. One of the very few times where I miss rain. I'm from Germany. We have a lot of rain over there. It's very, very cold, so usually I'm not allowed to praise rain, but today I would be excited if it rains. You guys make it a wonderful day. If you have any real estate questions, give me a call, 832-444-4923. I love talking about real estate. I love giving you advice or answer all your questions. And of course, if you want to buy or sell, or your friends want to buy or sell, guess what? I'm all games, okay? Got a good referral today. They want to buy a property in Glenlock Farms. Nothing easier than that. It's my front yard. And I do business Lake Livingston down to Galveston, and then east to west, Katy to Baytown. Like basically 2 hours around me is where I have the majority of my business. Someone asked me today, where do you work? That's where I work, okay? You guys make it a wonderful day. I hope you get some rain too. Bye-bye.